Their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't
there?
have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati. Now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And a give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jamie Collins, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals 32.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Another carry for the running back. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week